Can you survive the haunted doll in the attic? Listen to the story and pick your ending. The timestamps of your chosen fate will appear. Let's see who survives. It was just another ordinary day when I decided to clean out the attic. The house had been in the family for generations, and the attic was full of old, forgotten things. Dusty boxes, faded photos, and trinkets that hadn't seen the light of day in decades. As I sorted through the clutter, I stumbled upon an old chest tucked in the far corner. It was locked, but the lock had rusted over the years, so it came off easily. Inside, I found a porcelain doll, worn, cracked, and unnervingly lifelike. Its painted eyes seemed to follow me, even in the dim light of the attic. I thought nothing of it at first. Maybe it was just the strange feeling of being alone in the dark attic. But the moment I touched the doll, a chill ran through me. The hairs on my neck stood up, and I felt like something wasn't right. I tried to brush it off as nothing, just a doll. But then, the whisper came. A faint, eerie whisper from behind me. I turned quickly, but no one was there. The attic was still, the only sound being the creak of the old wooden beams. I glanced back at the doll, and to my horror, its head had turned slightly, as if it had been watching me. That's when I knew something was terribly wrong. I couldn't take it any longer. I grabbed the doll, intending to throw it away, to destroy it. But as soon as I touched it, I felt a surge of cold energy shoot through me. The doll's eyes glowed, and it jerked violently in my hands. Suddenly, it was no longer a doll. It was alive, its mouth opened wide, emitting a high-pitched shriek. It scratched and clawed at my hands, biting down with teeth that shouldn't have been there. I tried to drop it, but it clung to me with unnatural strength. In a matter of seconds, it lunged at my throat, its porcelain features twisting into a horrific grin. My vision faded, and the last thing I felt was its cold grip tightening. Without thinking, I ran for the door, the storm howling outside. I twisted my ankle but kept going, hobbled toward the street, barely feeling the pain. As I reached the road, a car hit me. I was knocked to the ground, everything spinning. I thought it was over, but then I woke up. The bright hospital lights hurt my eyes. My leg throbbed, and my body felt broken, but I was alive. The nurse spoke, but I couldn't focus. The only thing on my mind was the cursed house. I promised myself I'd never go back. I bolted for the stairs, heart hammering in my chest. The doll's head twisted further as I reached for the door at the top of the stairs. My hands shook as I fumbled with the lock, trying desperately to shut it. I heard something move behind me, slow, deliberate footsteps. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, but I didn't dare look back. I had to get out. Panicked, I finally pushed the door closed, but it didn't lock. My heart raced. The sound of movement grew louder. I slammed my shoulder against the door, trying to force it shut. It was almost locked, just a few more inches. Suddenly, I felt a cold breeze brush past me. My body froze in terror. Then, in a blur, I slipped. My foot caught the edge of the stairs and I tumbled down, slamming into the hardwood floor below. My vision blurred. Everything went dark, and the last thing I heard was the doll's voice, cold and mocking. "You'll never leave." I was shaking, but I couldn't help myself. I kneeled down in front of the doll and whispered, "What do you want?" For a moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, the doll's eyes flickered. A voice, low and guttural, came from its mouth. "Your soul." Before I could react, I felt my body go cold. My limbs stiffened as the doll's gaze locked onto me. My hands started moving on their own, my body no longer under my control. I tried to scream, but it was too late. The doll's will consumed me, and I became its new vessel. I was trapped inside my own body, helpless as the doll took over. Did you survive? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe below for more horror content.